Is this our first podcast?
Nicola Brown, what were you thinking?
That would be far better if you didn't say anything and just belched.
So, hi everybody.
Oh, just burping now.
Just burp now.
I nearly had to sneeze.
Hey, what's up? This is Magnus from NEACh. I'm here with...
Oh yeah, that's me. Hello, Ben.
Hi, Brett's here.
Hi, Cola here.
Simon.
And it's Kris.
And we are here just talking about whatever we feel like.
So if we speak English, that'll do us a
whatever
world
the
of good.
feel we want, indeed. First order of agenda. Brief introduction. NEACh is coming to you from Hampshire in the south of England, and we like to play video games and watch movies. So yeah,
We do stuff.
We do like to do stuff. Yeah.
Things and
Stuff is always good.
tea.
Right, first order of agenda. So I went over to play Super Smash Brothers with Nicola and Simon, and
Who's Nicola?
with Cola and Simon, and well, we had to team up against your little amiibo. What's the deal with that?
It's because you suck.
Yeah, that's what's her name? Chewy. Chewy the Pikachu.
Chewy the Pikachu. So what level is Chewy the Pikachu now?
Well, we decided not to save Chewy's final level
That's
because it
probably
got
a good
so
thing, yeah.
powerful
Yeah.
that everyone ended up teaming up against it and still lost.
I'm not sure whether this is a mark of how good we are at Super Smash Brothers, but me and Simon had to team up against Chewy at about, level 30 something?
Something like that, yeah. I think we started at 24 and we were doing it alright, and by the time it was 30...
Yeah, we were not doing well. Which character do you prefer to use in Super Smash Bros., Simon?
I tend to go for either the Zero Suit Samus or Lucia, the Fire Emblem girl.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the faster characters, but...
I quite like Kirby, but I mean, if you guys had unlocked Game & Watch, I'd probably go with him. And
We're
Toon
working
Link
on
as
I'm
well.
all about She-Hulk.
I see. I've always been
Shocking.
fond of Meta Knight purely because just Captain Hackspants.
Is
Why
Meta
is he Captain Hackspants?
I don't know. I've never lost a game while playing with Meta Knight. I'm awful at these games.
Could
But
you put all
have
the
you ever
time?
won a game?
Shh, I never won a game. No, Jesus. But I've never lost either, so I'm calling that a
Oh, you're
victory.
pretty badass with Meta Knight.
Damn
Is
right.
Meta Knight in the new Super
Yeah,
Smash Bros.?
he's in the
Yeah.
new...
Yeah.
He's a standard character.
Oh, he's a
so-
standard
Reason
one, so
for
you don't
me
have to
to
unlock
play
it
then.
You know
Well,
what
that's
I
pretty
don't
good.
understand?
I'll play you on
Yeah.
it.
Why have they put Dark Pit in there when you've got Pit already?
Yeah, I
Like,
don't get it. He could have just been an alternative costume.
There are different movesets, though.
Yeah, but it
like-
doesn't have to be. He
Well,
looks
it's just
the
I
same.
know.
just
Well, it's the
have
same
Dark
as Lucina and Marth. It's the same moveset, just slightly different.
Yeah. Oh, I
No.
heard that. What's his name?
Gonna have to help us out a
Who
little.
was
Yeah.
who was in Brawl? From Earthbound.
Ness.
and
Lucas.
Lucas. I heard that Lucas is going to be DLC content.
Wait, that's
along with
completely
Luigi.
different Lucas.
Oh yeah.
hope
How
so.
do you get the DLC?
Like
download
going
it.
online
From
and
the Nintendo
downloading
store,
it.
same as the any
Close
update
in the
for-
name, really.
Yeah, Nintendo games.
But-
So I'm going to say something controversial. I've never played this game.
Then
You've
get
never
out.
played
it's
Super Smash
amazing.
Bros.
Get out now.
Fine.
All right.
I'll just
Alright,
leave now.
Which
Then again, I
Nintendo
completely
character
suck
would
at
you
new
play
ones.
as?
Well,
You know what, I'll get
how
my-
will I know?
It
I'll get
doesn't
my
matter.
Game Boy out now.
Right,
You
which
can play
Nintendo character are you a big fan of? What did you grow up playing?
on Nintendo.
None of them.
No.
I had no Nintendo games.
Well, what did you play? What?
I had an Atari ST. I
And-
played some horrendous games.
Did-
on
did-
that.
And then after
Pac-Man.
that,
Yeah.
Yeah, Pac-Man's in the new one.
I mean,
Did you
Yeah, it
play
could be a Pac-Man,
yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
In Ben's defence, I grew up playing the Mega Drive, so I mean, I never even touched
Sonic
my
Generator.
I mean,
franchise.
I
Well,
had
that's
it-
Solid Snake. He
I had
was in Brawl.
Nintendo, and
Yeah,
then I
it
went
was
like
Solid
Game
Snake.
Boy, and then
was
Xbox
in
and
Brawl.
PlayStation. So,
I saw a fantastic YouTube video of people recreating the game,
no,
but live action.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
mostly people really hurting each other.
I can believe that. Yeah, it's
Well,
a
in
brutal
costume,
game.
actually.
The guy playing Pikachu just had a taser. It's terrifying.
Was that
Didn't
not
it,
just
it
police
did actually
brutality?
finish up quite darkly in someone's basement as they were beating each other up.
It's a really loose concept.
Yeah.
I want to see this now.
So, I mean, what does everyone think of the whole amiibo system where you have your little figurine and you scan it into the
Well,
game?
it's too
and then-
broken now.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, it
Can't
just kind of
beat him.
strikes me as the same sort of concept as AI and the Terminator. You let it get stronger than you, it will beat you.
It
I mean,
also edge guards.
Yeah,
And that's
that's
just-
bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, everyone does that. I edge guard.
I
Yeah,
don't.
but a computer
Gentlemen
that
don't.
knows how to edge guard.
Gentlemen don't edge guard.
Yes,
That should be a t-shirt.
Chewie is no gentleman.
exactly. He is not a gentle lover either. The other thing I must say about the amiibos is that it gives you the power to customize movesets, and you can sort of up their speed and lower their damage and that sort of thing, which is all well and good. But you can't do that for your own characters, which is kind of annoying that you can't then
Yeah,
play as
I
that.
I thought you could.
No, we couldn't find a way to when we looked at it.
I
over
thought
10
that was the
minutes.
thing with the amiibo, that it was your character that you were playing as, and that you could upgrade it and modify it. And I thought that would be really good. But just having a computer that you can do that to just makes it kind of broken as hell.
But then you battle other people's amiibos.
Yeah, but you do dick all in
Yeah,
that
but that's just
situation.
some-
You literally just scan amiibos in, and it's like, cool.
Yeah, but
so
it's
now
like
just
any
watch
of the things with the
pictures.
Nintendo stuff, like with the Street Pass, and you just battle random people on
It's
that.
kind
Yeah,
of
so what you're
the
basically
Forever
doing
Alone character.
is condemning the amiibo to be some sort of virtual Pokemon. That
How's-
is what you are condemning it to.
I mean, are you saying that Pokemon are not virtual?
No, mine's real.
Yours is real.
All of them are real. I have Pikachu's
Oh,
upstairs.
yeah, I see it now. There's your Squirtle.
Damn right, there's my
And
Squirtle.
there's your Pikachu.
There's my Squirtle, who's now on
Yeah.
my lap. There
Yeah.
we go. Right,
This
done.
is radio,
That better
so
not be a euphemism.
yeah.
It's not
Right.
a euphemism, I swear.
Is that like, should I be talking to the RSPCA about that?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say Skull Bash and just leave it at that.
I'd say amiibos are kind of like friends for people who are playing Smash Brothers on their own.
Oh, so
Aw.
friends who for
But-
friends who don't have any
No,
friends.
no, no. The thing is, there's the internet. There is random matchup. That's what I don't
There's
understand.
an internet?
Yes, there is an internet that you can play these computer games on. This is what the young children tell me.
I heard
You
rumours.
see, indeed, I
You've heard
know.
rumours about the internet, yeah. Well,
Yeah. So you can connect up your game system somehow. I don't know, and then through some tubes or
It sounds like magic.
Some
yeah,
sort of
exactly.
sorcery.
Magic tubes.
There's some magic tubes that
I
happen,
had
and then you
magic
can,
tube
you
once.
can then fight against other real people.
Did you cure
Yeah,
it?
but you got
No.
antibiotics for that, didn't you?
no.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I'm dying. Magic tubes.
Okay, cool.
Can
Can I have your stuff?
No,
All
that's
of it.
mine.
Like
Yeah.
all of your stuff.
Are you planning to be buried?
Oh yeah,
then?
Brett, you're a
I'm
big
not
fan.
even planning on burying him.
You're a big fan of Destiny.
Yes.
So House of Wolves
Oh.
apparently was leaked.
Yeah? What?
Some of the content for House of Wolves, all of the armor and all of the weapons
How
was
does
completely
that
leaked.
leak?
Well,
You
Were
can
they
see,
just photographs? Or?
yeah, they're screenshots. They're all
Oh,
available.
sorry.
They were put on.
Someone's playing it now
well-
somehow.
They were put on Reddit from some like Japanese player, I believe. So you can see things. Like
How
was it-
could they?
it-
It's just evil.
I can't remember what was the name of the Titan armor. Was something like.
I still have yet to play Destiny. So.
What's the name of the wolf? Not the wolf. The bear constellation.
Barris?
Bear. Yes, that was it. It was the Bearus armor. Yeah.
The Bearus armor. I'll be brutally honest. I have mixed feelings about what Destiny's doing to me at the moment because I was half expecting the expansion to be out before the month even started.
Well,
So the fact that somebody's come out and said, "Hey, sneak peek at stuff you should have already had," I'll be like, "Oh, cool! Cheers for that consolation prize."
I have
there.
no issue with them waiting to release content. It's just, I mean, I have issues with Destiny as it is. I mean, I still love the game. I play it a lot, but
You do play a lot.
I,
I mean,
I have a
come
lot of
home.
spare time on my hands.
Yeah, I come home and
Uh,
you're still playing it.
But
Yeah, we lost you to Destiny a little bit.
There's just,
I mean, how would Halo feel if it knew?
well, that's it. Like,
Halo would be distraught.
I'll put it out there. Halo is better than Destiny.
You realise the flack
The-
we're going to get for that.
The main,
There will be so
Yeah.
much
well,
flack.
the main reason that Halo is better than Destiny is, well, there's threefold. One
Halo
is,
gives you a full game.
You're
It doesn't
better at
rely on
Halo.
all of it being downloaded
it's
later
not
on.
that. Like with the basic Destiny, you can still play a full game. The first one is split screen with your friends. You can play locally. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
Not
that's
everyone
a
has
big
to buy a
thing.
copy of the disc. The second thing is teamwork. I like when you're playing a game of competitive, like in the Crucible. If you're playing on a big game with vehicles and stuff, there is no warthog, there is no tank, there is no team vehicle where you all have to work together. It's just you on your little thing that goes pew pew pew.
Don't
Uh,
diss the,
Exact
don't
noise.
diss the
That's-
pew
that
pew
is-
pew.
That is the noise, yeah.
Thousands of pounds worth of engineering went into that noise.
There is absolutely no reason for me to play this game with my friends or to make friends with the people I am playing with.
No, you're very right. I mean, in previous games where you had things like the plasma pistol, it was a case of it separated different aspects of the game. So one person would take out the shield, the other person would rock up with a headshot, and you could actually coordinate what you were doing.
Well, even that. I mean,
You needed other people for that shit?
we had an excellent, we had an
Noobs
excellent
did.
game where we played on Halo 3. We were playing Assault, where we had to drop the bomb off, and everyone
Is
quit
that
out.
one game?
Yeah,
that one game.
Everyone quit out. So it was me and Brett in one game against one other guy. And what happened?
Well, in fairness, this one guy did put up a pretty good fight, but to be fair, it got to the point where none of us took the game seriously anymore. Obviously, the idea of it is you have to take this round, suspiciously ball-shaped bomb and put it in your opponent's base.
I
And
mean, who uses round bombs anymore?
I know, round bombs, just too unpredictable. Unless you're...
It would only be any more cliche if it had a fuse going
It kind of... you almost expected it to. That is how bad this game was. I mean, Adam West running around the pier, dressed as Batman, was almost as comical as what was going on here. And this one guy, bless him, for the first few minutes, he really, really tried. And he didn't quit out, which you have to give him a nod of respect for. A lot of people would have quit out at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I should point out, like, Assault is normally 4-on-4, and this was 2-on-1. And then, so we're sneaking into the base. So I'm holding the bomb, and Brett's providing support.
With shotgun.
And, we're sneaking in, we're like, dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun, 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 dun.
You could have appropriately played the Pink Panther theme tune in the background,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
would not have been out of context.
And this guy, he was sitting a good range away, aiming at the spot where we have to have the bomb. He's looking at us, and we come in, we don't notice him, and we're sneaking in. I'm holding the bomb, and Brett's sneaking slightly ahead of me.
Did your brains go everywhere?
And when you sneak, you don't appear on radar. So he wouldn't have detected us coming in. But he definitely saw us come in the room, because, I mean...
Yeah, there was this brief point where he just looked at us, and we just looked back at him, and he continued looking at us. And there was this brief moment of, yeah, let's see what happens with this. But yeah, this is definitely happening. We are desperately trying
It's
to
like,
sneak in.
I'm holding the bomb like, oh, that guy's looking at us.
Did he have a sniper rifle?
I mean, it
I
was
don't know, I
just...
don't even remember
I
what he had.
think it was a battle rifle, to be honest. But, I mean, we both died.
Yeah, we did. We did. We both
You
died.
guys suck.
From a look.
But it was such a good game. I can't.
I mean, we horrifically trolled the guy. I mean, there was no shadow
He
of a
was
doubt.
trolling you, to be honest.
Well,
yeah.
in a way.
From the sound of that, it sounded like he was trolling you.
But those were the best games.
The ones where you got trolled.
Yes.
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 I love those.
I still stand by Halo. over
Well, the
Destiny.
point is that we
You haven't
remember
played
this
Destiny.
game.
I have played Destiny. I
That
played the
particular
beta.
round, we remember years later. That was years ago that
Yeah,
happened.
That is my memory.
You
of
tell
Halo.
me a good game you had in Destiny recently. Tell
In
me something.
Destiny, I've never had a good game of Crucible. Like, playing like strikes and stuff, it's okay. But I've never had a game that sticks in my mind.
So basically, you're saying is the game hasn't been good. You just have.
Well, yeah, the only times that the game has stuck into my mind is when I've done something awesome. It's never been when, oh, such and such a player did this really cool thing, which were the key moments that stuck in my mind with Halo. And that brings me around to the third thing that Halo has over Destiny.
Does anyone remember what the first one was? Because I don't.
But it doesn't matter. The
Okay.
third thing is user-created content. In the Halo series, there is a level builder, which is Forge,
Yep.
and there is the theatre mode where you can record your own game footage.
That way you shoot yourself in the head with a sniper rifle.
Exactly like
Yeah.
that. There's none of that in Destiny, and I would love that.
It's kind of what Halo very much was built around that idea of having that sense of humor about these games. You couldn't play Halo 100% seriously. You had to have a little bit of humor going into it.
Well, we couldn't.
Well, no. No. Yeah.
But the Halo characters aren't persistent, are they?
There's a couple of characters that persist between Halo 2 and Halo 3,
But
but not beyond that.
I'm thinking
really.
more about the player character though, because on Destiny you're building a character.
Yes, that's true.
If you could generate your own content, the potential for abuse would be rife.
That's true.
Which
but...
people abuse that game anyway.
I mean, the gameplay in itself for Halo was absolutely fine. I mean, it would have been nice to customize it a little bit. I mean, I remember absolutely raging at the idea you could customize your multiplayer character for Halo 3, but not your campaign character. And
That was what was good about
Yeah,
Reach.
that was what
that
was
was
good
what was
about Reach,
ideal
yeah.
about Reach. I think Reach was probably the best Halo game ever.
Except for the sprint.
Okay, the sprint left much to be desired.
You couldn't sprint without a small box attached to
Well,
your suit.
As you were saying,
Small
though, like
box.
people abusing the system is the problem,
Hmm.
but that you are countering people who would abuse the system kind of detracts from the people who wouldn't abuse the system. And I would love to see what kind of stuff would be created if the users had more like
Freedom.
freedom. Like the latest update is adding the ability to wear your helmet in the tower where everyone, like all the other players, can meet up.
Now,
That means nothing to me. I spent about half an hour customizing my character's face that only appears in that tiny room that no one looks at.
I'm sorry, have you ever
Yep.
played Skyrim? All of Skyrim, you spend nearly 45 minutes customizing your face, never see it again.
I suppose,
Ever.
yeah.
Ever.
But Skyrim isn't a massively multiplayer game.
It is
I
now.
It
Elder
is in-
Scrolls Online.
Yeah, but that's not Skyrim. That's if you're on PC or you're on, it's a completely different game.
Ah, that mysterious elitist
Uh,
not console.
Yes. Well, I mean, you can play Elder Scrolls Online on console, but no one's going to because no one's insane. That's my tea. Yeah.
That's your tea. Can I
yeah.
drink that?
No, you bloody well
No, I
can't.
was
Give me
like
my
that.
tea.
I keep looking at this full mug of tea and I'm like,
I need a third cup.
Is
It's
it
not been
wrong
drunk
that
yet.
I've got a
You had a
cup of hot
second cup?
chocolate on a mug?
I managed to
that
get a
says,
second
I
cup.
love tea.
Only if you don't love tea.
you better love tea,
I do
otherwise.
love
You
tea.
love
Don't
tea.
worry, my love. I love tea enough for both of us.
Okay.
That's right.
Challenge
I question your
accepted.
love of tea.
Does Shell has something down her top, right?
Yes, she does.
She's not pregnant.
Definitely not.
For a minute there, I just thought, you've just made the pregnant lady go and get another pot of tea.
That does
To be
sound
fair,
like
And then I
that.
thought, no,
In
hang on a
fairness,
second.
I,
Shell's not pregnant,
I
is she?
still would, even if she was. I believe in equality of their sexes.
Now
and-
you're going to get complaints.
I am.
Equality.
You don't have a fan
Equality.
base and
Yeah.
you've already
Damn
lost
right.
it.
You know, I'm incapable of nurturing.
I cook dinner, so where's my tea, bitch?
Damn
Yeah.
right. I cook dinner. Damn right.
Cooking was
Anyway.
is a loose
Setting
word
everything
after
on
the fire.
Look,
That
the
is
fire
like
made
buttons
things
now.
tasty.
I'm not going to deny
It
it was
was
delicious.
pretty damn good.
It was good. The pulled pork was exquisite.
I said
There
there
was
wasn't
no
any.
pulled pork.
Pork
Okay,
belly,
the
but-
pork was exquisite.
There we go.
And then I pulled it.
You must understand there's a difference between
You
pork and
pulled
pulling pork.
With some pork?
You know.
Kudos.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I guess in other news,
News? Really? Okay.
well,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about current events. The most important of news that everyone's heard about: the pygmy goat race between Oxford University and Cambridge University.
Yeah!
I haven't heard of it.
No, well,
This is
I mean,
clearly the best way of spending
okay.
these academic
So,
resources.
everyone say "I." Who's heard of it?
but 30 seconds before we started this.
Ditto?
No.
I'm still not sure I've heard of it.
Okay, so no one's heard of this, but apparently Oxford University and Cambridge University, which are supposed to be the top two universities in the UK.
They are cretins, though.
Well, yeah. That aside, plus I went to Reading University, which is better for engineering degrees. Oh snap!
And how much are they paying you for that?
Who cares?
Well, the sports universities are better at rowing as well.
Well, I'd
they
expect
are.
a sports university to be better at rowing than, say, a not rowing university. I mean,
Well, Oxbridge do their rowing thing
Oxbridge?
yesterday.
Yeah,
at the
Oxford and
race.
Cambridge.
Oh, right, okay.
Do you not
Oxbridge.
remember that when
It's
you
not
were
a
doing
bridge
your,
of
you know?
oxes.
Yeah, when I did my degree, none of these
Applications.
places came into the equation, I'll be honest.
Well, there's a
Animation
reason
for the
that.
win.
Damn right.
Countdown.
La, 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 la.
No, we're not on Big Hero 6 yet.
That's
So
looking forward there.
Yeah, stop cheating.
apparently, I mean, look at these little things; they're adorable. Look at
Oh,
them.
there's pictures.
Oh.
Oh.
Do we know who won?
Well, it was a 200-meter race at Spitalfields City Farm, which is near the River Thames, which is where they usually do the university boat race. And, well, Oxford won for the first time in 6
Oxford
years.
won everything this year.
My God, they did.
Wait, are you telling me they've been pygmy goat racing for 6 years?
Yeah, well, no. This is the first time they've won in 6 years. They've probably been
What,
racing
won-
for a lot
Yeah, but
longer
what,
than that.
won
Races have
anything?
been going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I'm glad that our highly, highly esteemed educational facilities and establishments in this
yeah.
country have got such excellent things to do with their time.
I mean, I'm loving the quotes here. We got here, like this quote here. our goats race every single day because they're down in the paddock during the day and they're taken back up to the stables for their food. They're always in a rush. I mean, that's such a wonderful quote.
Is that what farmers sound like to you?
Yeah,
That is.
that is just stereotyping.
Farmers in Cambridge.
I feel that there is, as Chris says, there's stereotyping here involved. And that is definitely going to get us angry comments.
Is this the BBC News website?
This is the BBC News website. Yes.
When does this quote end? Because there's no end quotation mark there.
It just
go on.
It just
keeps
goes
on
on forever.
going.
Like
What
even the farmer saying, "Share this story about sharing. You can click here for Facebook." That's yeah.
That's
That
all
was
part
all
of the
the
quote.
farmer.
He said all of those things.
Okay, well then I'm fine with that, as long as there's an end quote at the bottom of the page.
Yeah,
I
right
mean,
at the bottom. You
If
can't
we look
see it. 'cause
here,
it's
the
pitching
last
away.
line. Last year, more than £10,000 was raised, covering the food bill for an entire year.
Food bill for what?
For one goat.
One goat.
That is one expensive goat.
That's why tuition fees got raised.
Now we know.
Knowing is half the battle.
G.I.
Controversially-
Joe.
Tuition fees kind of need to be higher.
What, for more goats?
Well,
Because I would support
not
that.
not so much for the goats, but the main problem with it is that it was capped at £9,000 a year, as we're probably all aware.
Yes,
But it's not
that
gone
was
up with
after
inflation.
we finished. Yes.
Oh, I see.
It's a real problem. Seriously,
Yeah, but it's
a lot
not
of
going to.
universities.
It's not gone up with inflation since the increase, but let's not forget that the political parties that we are currently voting for,
Those
when
guys.
they were our age, they went to university
So
for
back in the
free.
Cretaceous.
They did. The government paid for it all.
The
Yes.
Cretaceous
The
was
government
indeed a
don't
period
pay
of
for it
geological
anymore.
It
No,
was,
the government
yes.
do not pay for it. And let's not forget who pays the government. We pay the government. So
So
the
we're
real
not paying
problem
for it.
is, I mean, the problem, I guess, is us. We didn't vote for people that would pay for us.
Wow, you just kind of pointed the finger at everybody in society
No,
about
just
why
you.
the country.
Just
just
you.
me.
It's
Just
your
me.
fault.
Oh, it's my fault that
The
society is
downfall of the
fucked up
higher
the way it
education
is.
sector is squarely on your shoulders.
Wow.
God damn it,
Even
Brett.
even
It's
even
not
though it's been happening
my
for
fault
longer
I
than I've been
voted for
alive.
someone who
Wow.
lied.
Okay, fair enough.
We're
I guess-
disappointed, Brett.
Well, I guess I'm just right up there with Skeletor and Darth Vader as villains.
Hey,
then, aren't I?
hey, hey. Skeletor was misunderstood.
Yeah, and Darth Vader voted.
Damn!
So
All
did
right,
Jar
you've got
Jar
me there.
Binks.
But Jar Jar Binks only counts for half a vote. I
But
mean,
no, it was
no,
the half. It was
one,
the half
one
vote.
third of a vote.
It was the 1/3 of a vote that the Empire needed.
Who is the most evil bad guy of all fiction?
of all fiction.
Yeah.
Voldemort, because he was just a cunt.
No,
No.
but he was just a cunt.
No, he was
evil.
he was slaughtering
Um,
children in his
he
early
slaughtered
career days.
a child.
Anakin
And
Skywalker
failed.
slaughtered many children.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but he
Most-
was.
If we're
George
really
R.
working on the
Martin?
value of how many children they slaughtered,
Let's get a tally.
What was the bad guy from the Neverending Story? What was it called?
What the wolf thing?
Like
I
The
remember the
nothing.
giant white.
the nothing.
The
yeah.
nothing
Because that destroyed an entire world.
and imagination and
Yeah.
Yeah,
and-
but if we're working
That's
on
the
that
most
principle,
evil
you could talk about Majin Buu, who just destroyed entire universes. For
I
no
but
reckon
Majin
the-
Buu was pink
like,
and squishy.
yeah,
that doesn't make
those
him
two
evil.
against
So is
each other would be
Kirby,
bad.
and we know he's evil.
But Kirby's not evil; he's a hero.
Is it Peter Jackson because he killed the Hobbit and thus my childhood?
I've seen Brain Dead. I've seen Brain Dead. I would totally get behind that theory.
I'm still going with George R. R. Martin.
Ooh.
The most evil being in fiction.
Well, let's not get into spoiler realms here. Yeah. That on that note, Game of Thrones does start up tonight, tomorrow.
I
night?
have
No.
still
Yeah.
not watched
Wait,
For
wait,
it.
most people.
Leaked now.
What do we? Yeah, it leaked
Yeah, it
already,
leaked
of
an hour
course.
ago.
I
no
still have
surprise
yet to
there.
watch it.
It's
Any-
really good. You
Any
should watch
Game
it.
of Thrones.
I think. I mean, Chris, you would really enjoy it.
Do you like Scene B?
I mean, it's all about
Yes.
incest. You'd
Can,
really be
can
on
I
that.
just ask, Chris, do you like boobs?
Well,
do you like boobs and
Do you like
swords?
violence?
yes.
Then have I got a
Those
show
two-
for you?
Do you like swords?
Those two things fall into categories of things I like.
That's three things there,
You'd
Chris.
enjoy
Well,
it.
no, swords and boobs.
Talking of
Gratuitous.
swords and boobs, World of Warcraft has just started having you can buy gold legitimately from Blizzard.
What
Full
actual
swords
gold?
and boots.
Yeah,
Well,
so
that's only
yeah, well
taken
that's what
10
you're going to
years.
spend your gold on, right?
Swords, maybe. I'm not so much sure
So
about
this
the
is
virtual
like-
boobs that you can find on WoW.
Well, this is Blizzard sort of undermining the sort of
What, the
Chinese
gold
gold
industry?
farm.
the grey market gold industry that's
The
started.
grey
after
market.
Yeah, well,
It's hardly grey, is it?
Well,
Let's say, call it what it is. It's a black market.
okay, it's a black market
It's
of gold.
not
Yeah.
technically compliant with the game's...
No, it's a gold
No,
market.
it's not. It's
a
not
gold
market.
market of gold.
It's a black market of gold.
But I mean, in doing so, that they set the rate of exchange between dollars and gold
Other money.
based on it's based on the amount that players buy in the game, and of course, in the first 24 hours, so many people bought a lot of gold that the price of gold in the game went down dramatically. It basically
interesting.
halved in value within the first 24 hours. So if you were one of the first people to buy gold, you got a lot of gold. But I mean, now it's not a lot of gold. Yeah,
There's an exchange rate.
Could someone
there's an
explain to
exchange
me
rate.
how
Actually
much
effective.
gold is
Yeah.
useful in World of Warcraft? Like, what's one gold going to buy? Is that like 10 prostitutes and a sword, or is it like
10
I would hope
prostitutes
for 10
ale
pounds
and
and
a
a
tiger.
prostitute, to be
Yeah.
fair.
It does depend on the server you're on, believe it or not. At least back when I was playing it, different items can be found on the auction house for different prices depending on the local economy. It was very strange.
oh, I see.
Very
Well,
strange.
So could you just jump servers and then everyone just decide to all go to
If you
like
jump servers, I believe you had to pay to jump servers.
It depends on the situation, I think. Back when I was playing, I'm sure you could do it, but it was a case of you could only do it maybe once or something like that. There were restrictions, certainly, because they wouldn't want you jumping around all over the place. It's very clever. I'm surprised.
It's very clever. It's a very good system of making money because World of Warcraft is the most successful
Mm.
MMORPG of all
And-
time.
Again, are you still getting paid to say these things?
I wish.
I really want a cut of
really
this.
wish.
Hey,
I
Blizzard.
feel.
I want that WoW money.
Are any of you big companies listening right now?
Blizzard,
Money
I will
us.
put your dick in my mouth. Give me the gold.
That just wouldn't
could I have a
surprise me.
clarification there? Is that Blizzard's company dick? Or is that the dicks of
Yeah.
anyone who works at
Is
Blizzard?
this a metaphorical or a literal sense here?
Hey, if you pay me the money, I'll take it.
What about all the ladies who work for Blizzard?
I will put their lady dicks in my mouth.
Yes. All of the lady
I'm
dicks.
sure they'll be
right.
pleased to hear that.
Yes.
So anyway, video games.
Video games.
rather than
Did I
prostitution.
mention when we were talking about Destiny? Did I mention that the House of Wolves content was leaked?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
did. Then we shall skip this.
Then we moved on to saying how Halo was better, and we're just
We
enraging
shall-
the fans.
Yes,
I shall
we-
close these two links.
Yes,
then.
we did have a
That is
brief
a
conversation on how we all nostalgically love Halo and will never defy it openly.
All right.
I played it once drunk, the first one. I did it all in one night. I don't remember very much except I drove, I think it was a warthog. It might have been some other kind of pig at the end of the last level.
It may have been
I
Pumba, I'm not
think-
sure.
It may have been Pumba, it may have been
Pig
Babe,
wasn't overly
it
happy
may have
about
been,
it.
You know,
I do remember Cortana saying at the end of Halo 3, "Gun it, Pumbaa!"
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
I was
That
there.
legitimately happened.
So, Simon, Carla, you guys went to see the Doctor Who experience recently, and I think a few people here have already seen it before.
Yes.
What's it
Yeah.
like? What do you do at the Doctor Who
Mm.
experience?
Well, you. yeah.
First off, where is it?
Cardiff.
Where is Cardiff?
It's
Not
in
here.
Wales and it's quite a boring
And
place.
where is
Wales.
Wales?
Yeah. Where is
More
Wales?
dislikes.
Wales is in the
Excellent.
United Kingdom.
And where is that?
Where is that? That is on our planet Earth.
And where is the planet Earth?
In the galaxy known as the Milky Way.
Excellent. So, in the galaxy known as the Milky Way, in the northern hemisphere of the planet Earth, where it's the time zone
Where it
is
rains a lot.
0, where it rains a lot.
Oh no.
Wait, are we still talking about Wales or England?
In
Wales.
Wales,
Okay.
which is a principality,
Where it rained more.
you guys went to see the Doctor Who experience. What did you experience, and
Doctor
who?
Ah,
Well,
Was your
clearly
Doctor
Doctor Who.
they do tell you no spoilers for the exhibit.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's divided into two. So there's an experience portion, which is kept secret, where you have an experience of Doctor Who.
Yep.
And it is an experience. It's quite fun. I recommend
It
people
is
go.
brilliant.
I
Fun.
did
Yeah.
pickpocket a
We
Dalek
love
Big-
last time I was there.
Big black dildo, no lube. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
'Cause
And
that's
then there's a
renowned for
museum
Doctor Who.
half.
Yeah, of
Poor
course.
children.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, who's the one who brought...
Get out!
I'm sorry, Tom, you started that one.
Look, it's an
Cola
experience, okay?
And everyone has to have it.
Wibbly wobbly.
Timey,
Up your
wimey,
bum.
wow.
Up the
Yeah.
bum. I don't remember that bit.
No, I don't remember that
Which
bit.
version of
You,
Blink
you
did
guys got
watch?
a different experience.
I am editing this part out.
Why? Why would you do that?
But yeah, the museum part is pretty good. You get a bit of classic Who, you get a bit of new Who, Bessie was there. K9 was there.
Special weapons Daleks there.
Yeah, I know.
Yep, special weapons, darling.
Amazing.
Is
What's
that
a special weapons Dalek?
Big white
without too
Dalek.
many spoilers, because we're watching chronologically.
I'll
and
try
Conan-
and be careful
so
then.
a special weapons Dalek is like a heavy weapons Dalek. So instead of having the plunger for, fixing toilets and
Yeah.
plumbing,
Up your bum.
and for the up the bum bit,
For the
that
tummy
Dalek's
whammy up
very
your bum
partial
bit.
to. It's basically just imagine a Dalek, but instead of one little pew pew laser bit, it's just got a massive tank gun.
Fair enough.
So it's just like
It's pretty cool.
bang. Yeah,
It showed up twice in the entirety of Doctor Who. Once in Sylvester McCoy's time,
indeed,
and secondly in the Asylum of the Daleks.
indeed, and that Asylum of the Daleks one is different to the original one because the original prop was burnt down,
Oh.
and the one that appears in the Asylum of the Daleks is the Russell T Davies personal prop.
And he also did
Yeah.
appear at the Doctor Who experience
Wait,
as
wait,
well.
wait.
Russell has his own personal
Yeah, he has a
giant gun
What
Dalek.
was it for?
Well,
Don't ask.
Carrying heavy
Don't
weapons.
ask.
yeah, for his heavy,
Oh,
You know what
Rusty.
the
His
worst
heavy
thing
weapon,
about
yeah.
the day that we went to the Doctor Who experience was, though? We went on the 10th anniversary of Doctor Who.
first airing in
Of
2005.
the new Who, obviously, not classic.
Really?
And
Really? Okay.
Peter Capaldi and Stephen Moffat were there and we missed them.
In fairness,
Epic fail.
No,
Usually better
You'll
shots
get
then.
him next time,
In
yeah.
fairness, they were there to see some children who were from like a Make-A-Wish type foundation.
Yeah,
So,
but,
like, it was
So,
it was for the kiddies.
Let
and-
me get this straight. If you guys had been dying, you would have seen Peter Capaldi.
Well,
No.
I am now dying.
I am dying to see Peter Capaldi.
Yeah.
They aren't
Also-
children either.
I
Yeah,
will
I was
say
gonna
this,
throw that one.
The new Doctor Who stuff has been
questionable.
terrible. Like the new series with Peter
What?
Capaldi. It has been.
What?
I don't like Peter Capaldi in the new series. But
I
seeing
love
him-
It's not
Capaldi.
him, it's him
See-
with Clara.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
exactly. That's what I'm going to say. Him with Clara is terrible. Him on his own, because we
Ah.
saw him in the Doctor Who experience.
Mhm.
Brilliant.
On his
And-
own, he's fine.
He was just stunning. I was like, what the hell happened with this series?
It's Clara.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest, I
And
have to agree with
Clara
you
was
on that.
Awesome with
Yeah,
Matt
exactly.
Smith
It's
as
like-
well.
When it was Matt Smith and Clara, there was this kind of sexual tension, playful, flirty sort of behaviour that went on.
Yeah.
Now that he's a grumpy old Glaswegian, don't get me wrong, I work with grumpy old Glaswegians. They are hilarious.
He's brilliant.
She's just some, I don't know,
Whiny,
just controlling and
self-obsessed,
whiny,
control
and,
freak.
rails a bit
and she
with
just
it.
keeps having to go at him like he's like some overbearing parent. It's like, will you just fuck off and leave him alone then?
Yep.
Stop bossing him. Jesus, he's a freaking Time Lord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she seems to have problems with his morality, and it's like, well, just stop following him around.
But
I
if he
mean-
was worth having sex with, you wouldn't have a problem with it.
He kind of seemed that way, yeah.
I honestly
Peter
think
Capaldi, really?
Controversial there. Yeah.
What? What, if he's worth having sex with, morality gets thrown out the window?
Yeah.
I point you to all of Matt Smith.
I mean,
Oh.
I
Oh,
would.
Don't
yeah.
get
Matt
me
Smith,
started.
if you're out there. You, me, yeah. Bottle of
Hey,
wine.
hey. Matt Smith, if you're out there, you and me. Hey.
Wow.
Slightly creepy.
Anyway, drinking tea now.
Well, he's
Not
overwhelmed
tea
right
drinking.
now.
Yeah.
Matt Smith. I feel like he
Poor
got
Matt
really,
Smith.
really shafted with some rubbish writing.
I would
He
give
did.
him
Oh,
some
yeah.
shaft.
So did David Tennant, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Mm-hmm.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
There are some gems in both of them. I think I prefer Matt Smith's Doctor Who overall, but
Oh.
The really, really dark hotel episode with the Minotaur always stands out.
I
Oh,
like
really?
that one.
That was pretty
Yeah.
good.
As has been told to me before, I mean Ben, you'll explain this better, is that you had this really
I will.
cheerful, light-hearted Doctor, but
Oh,
the
yes!
stories were also
Yes, this was always my problem with it.
Mhm.
Fairy tale Doctor in fairy tale stories. It's just white on white. It's just,
Ah.
look how white this white is next to this white. It's not.
Well, I mean, a lot of, like, because obviously our parents all watch Doctor Who. My dad will always talk about how scared he was when he watched Doctor Who as a kid. And, I mean, I watched the repeats of stuff he used to watch when he was a kid.
It's
When I
not
was growing up.
scary anymore.
It
Not
was
scary.
never scary to
It's
me.
like, Jesus, Dad, grow up.
But
no,
if we want to talk about scary, like Blink,
No.
Oh, yeah,
If you
Blink.
want
That's a classic.
pant-wetting terrifyingness, just watch the Pertwee episodes of the Autons.
Oh,
Like that
Autons,
first,
they are
yeah, it's like,
freaking scary.
oh no, I'm not okay with that.
Like,
What
we
about
have
Horror of
this...
Fang Rock?
That was terrible.
Was it? I can't remember.
That was. It's got a good
It's been so
title,
long.
but God, it's terrible.
We have these
Oh.
mannequins near where we live, and now when I walk past that place, it does pretty much freak me out.
because, I mean, classic Doctor Who to me is, what's his name with the scarf?
Tom Baker.
Tom
Baker.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
finished
Tom, yeah, he's classic
My
Doctor. Tom
favourite.
Baker. He's the classic Doctor Who to
Tom
me.
guy with the scarf.
Tom Baker's
Yeah.
had the 3 best Doctor Who companions ever, in no particular order.
Leela!
K9, yeah, thanks for
K9.
jumping the gun there.
Leela!
Leela and Romana 2.
Oh,
3 best Doctor Who companions.
Now I just
Remind us
remember.
who we married.
Yeah, for 2 years.
For a bit.
Who'd be married to Tom Baker?
Now I just remember.
Tom Baker?
Now,
Lala Ward.
does anybody remember why the Daleks have their blinking lights? Why they actually flash when they talk?
Budget cuts on the BBC.
No, apparently a lot of deaf people used to watch Doctor Who back in the day, and of course with the subtitles they didn't know which Dalek was talking. So of course they started having blinking lights on the talking Dalek so that the deaf people watching the TV series could actually know
See,
which
now
Dalek is
that
threatening.
is ingenious.
How mean would it be for me to call bullshit on it though?
What? The Daleks?
Yeah.
With the blinking lights.
Because they had the blinking lights from the word go, and that was the second story.
Are you telling
of
me
the
that
entire
that-
series?
What, the BBC
Well,
obviously had foresight.
The
I
BBC didn't care. This
but
was the 60s.
I decided it's a good idea. Let's just praise Brett for it.
Well done, Brett. Well done.
Yay!
Well
I'll tell you what, Brett.
yes.
You can add to your story with the specialist knowledge that the lights on top of the Dalek, the original ones, were actually the indicators from minis. I believe.
And the
Awesome.
plungers were
Actual
Were used in the
plungers?
BBC toilets.
yeah. That was from when David Attenborough was young and had problems.
Oh.
Was he ever young? I'm not sure.
He's
He
like
was
John
born
Hurt.
old.
Are
No,
we
no,
just
David
determined to
Attenborough and
offend
John
as
Hurt.
many people
Never
as
old,
possible
never
on these
young.
videos?
Never
Why
young.
not?
Except an alien.
No, I can't. No,
Ah.
that is the scariest thing about. I watched Alien recently for the first time. Scariest thing, not the xenomorph, none of that bullshit. John Hurt young. Scariest thing.
Wow.
John,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
What?
I mean,
Young John Hurt is freaky as fuck. It's not right.
Well, it's like seeing his face, but with no wrinkles. Ever.
I'm still not entirely
Oh,
sure.
no,
what
there
you're
were still
talking
some
about,
wrinkles.
but-
Yeah, it's like imagine if someone told you that Morgan Freeman, like if someone else playing God and it wasn't Morgan Freeman.
Keanu Reeves, because he never changes.
Keanu Reeves is God.
Yeah, can you imagine like in
How
all
many
films,
hands- how many
Keanu
fingers am I
Reeves being
holding
God
up?
before
You know you
Morgan
sound more
Freeman?
like Arnold Schwarzenegger than Keanu Reeves just there.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Now you better pray to me on Sundays!
Get to the chopper.
Are you talking about End of Days?
Nah. Well, we
Sure, why
That's a-
not?
That's a great movie.
We
That
could.
is a good movie.
Yeah, it's alright.
Now, see, we actually watched Expendables 3 last night, and we were waiting for Arnold Schwarzenegger to say, "Get to the chopper."
Well, it was a 3-hour movie, and there was just not enough cheesy one-liners. Damn it!
Yeah, but
Expendables-
those
I
3
liked
hours were worth that
Expendables
one
3.
one-liner.
Expendables 2 still had the best one-liner ever.
Which
See,
one?
you guys say
Well,
that,
with
but
Chuck
I've not
Norris.
seen the second one.
I fucking love Chuck Norris in Expendables 2.
Is it true that you got bitten by a king cobra?
Yes, and after 3 agonising days, the cobra died.
It's after 5 agonizing
Close
days.
enough! Many days, some days.
The cobra died.
So,
But it's fine. We found out who Chuck Norris's greatest arch enemy is now. And
Who is
Brett's seen it.
Oh, yes. What is his name? Segato Sontaru? Or like the Japanese Dreamcast spokesman. Oh, wow. Well, when the Dreamcast first came out, apparently it wasn't overly successful. So they
Really? What?
they invented
Good news to me.
they invented this kind of character to advertise and make the Dreamcast more popular. But the entire premise behind this guy is that anybody not playing the Dreamcast would get the shit beaten out of them by this guy. So the trailers entirely
whole
consisted of him rocking up to like skateboarders and mountain bikers and people out shopping.
He went to a club and then defeated an entire club
Yeah, he
full of
defeated the
people.
entire club
In
because they
3
weren't playing.
In 3 moves.
That
Just-
man's work will never be done.
Yep. And quite recently, there was a video where Chuck Norris and this guy fought each other, and they eventually fell out of the universe because it just couldn't cope with how much bullshit was going on.
I don't know. It had mention of like Chuck Norris's books of his 100 greatest feats. When Chuck Norris does a press up, he doesn't push up. He pushes the world down.
Yeah, it's what you've got to realise is Segato Sontaru, if that is his name, he is basically Japanese Chuck
The
Norris.
difference is he has cheat codes.
So does Chuck Norris. Have you seen his beard?
Underneath his beard is
Hang on,
another fist.
Chuck Norris has a cheat code.
Yeah, if you type in Chuck Norris's beard in any game ever, you'll win.
Yeah, you get a third. You get
Also,
a third fist.
big
I'm
head
going to be
mode.
trying that.
Yeah, and big head mode.
So we could go full circle there, back to your Destiny game.
Yep.
There we go. I can't believe they've patched it so you can have your helmet on.
Well, I mean,
Just pointless.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got a really swanky helmet.
shut up, Brett.
The next patch will probably just edit out the whole character creation thing in the first place.
Yeah,
There was no point to it.
That is the only thing that bothers me, is that you spend all this time playing the raids and everybody ends up with the same frickin' armour.
Yeah, you all look the same.
Every 32 level player looks exactly the same as every other level 32 player on their roster.
Well, look at the time. I guess it's time we should end the first podcast. Woo! Wow, great. I'm so glad that you're so happy for it to end so soon.
Well, we are kind of out of tea, so we need more.
Yeah, next
Screw you
time...
guys and your tea.
We already had at least 2 pots.
Well, next time we will have another pot of tea, just in case.
For our podcast.
Yeah, a pot of tea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. That's
Oh,
terrible.
God.
Don't make our thing a sign-off groan joke. Just no.
Just end it there, Tom.
Bye, everyone!
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.